South Dakota open up a 7-point lead as Miller leaves it. Stefanowicz will step into a three, is off the mark. Dissett with a good offensive rebound.
Good extra effort play there by Derek Dissett. That's what he does. He's an energy guy. They need some type of a spark, and Dissett needs to bring it.
Boy, nifty move there from Jacari White. And they're going to play again in the first round here in, it's over a week. That one missed there by Bullock. Feddersen saves it from going out of bounds.
Well, we've all been down to Sioux Falls in the Summer League tournament. We understand there's a lot of red and there's a lot of blue.
And one for Jacari White.
You know, X amount of years, 4 or 5 years of college basketball. It's just really hard to send grown man home.
Bison having trouble just inbounding the ball there as White gets it to Kasubke. That 6-point lead all but evaporated with a 5 from Isaac Bruns. Miller trying to create some space. Stefanowicz had a brief opening. Kicks it to Jacari White for a 3. Got it.
Good shot by Jacari White. Top, you know, who's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you kind of, you know, circle their best players, and Chase Forte's definitely in that discussion.
He's got to be in the conversation.
Absolutely. I think he should be.
St. Thomas has to be represented. They're so balanced. I'm not sure. We saw that St. Thomas team up close.
Yeah, they just don't have a guy that just goes and gets 30, but they got a bunch of dudes that can score it.
That's it. Forte stripped by Jacari White. Comes up with the steal. He'll wait for some help. Under 2 minutes to go.
It's a great job by Jacari White, not just defensively, but then pulling it out when they don't have any advantage offense. They're running your offense.
He wants to attack to the basket, and one! cutting into the lane, leaves that for Feddersen. Another look at the rim, can't get it to go. To Javis up there for the board. White with a three, finally.
Part because of NDSU's intensity defensively.
Craig short with that. Money tracks it down. Working on Craig there. Mismatch in size. Skip pass over. Jacari White, lock and load. Got it.
Can you get something in transition if you're Denver?
Akins turned it over. Miller intercepts it.
Now Miller was reading that the whole way.
Jacari White wants a triple.
Numbers up. Are they able to try to keep the team in check? South Dakota State's not an easy one to do that to, but they're going to have a shot.
Bison will see USD at the end of the regular season. We're underway here in the second half with Sam Getzinger, Greg Steeman, our great crew. I'm Dom Izzo. Glad you're spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us as Jacari White spins and scores to start the second game with White, Money. That's a deep three from Jackson. No foul called there as he misses it. But another offensive rebound for the Bison.
I'm sure we'll see a foul on a three-point shot, Dom.
We haven't yet.
Game, I know.
Into the corner, Jacari White with a three.
With body control, absorbs contact, finishes with touch.
Denver back up by 2. Akins now up to 27. Money, can he respond? Walled off.
Late rotation that time by Otto Ankro.
White for three. Yes!
Oh, my.
Get back in this game.
Absolutely. Came out and executed very well offensively. We see Money starting on the bench to start overtime. Feddersen on the floor.
With Watkins, White, as he goes to the basket, and for Jacari White with the left hand.
Late in the clock, Jacari White fades, fires, and it pops out. Second effort for the Bison. White pulls the trigger and buries the three.
You know, they do a prayer before every game, every practice, every shoot around. Just a bunch of great kids. The staff does a great job with them. And they're not winning a ton of games yet, but you can tell they're right there.
North Dakota State trying to get back on track. They've lost 3 of 4 coming in. Nice fake, and White puts it in off the glass.
Yeah, just that basketball, and that's where a lot of teams have done to him, is make him stop dribbling, and then that's when NDSU can start getting that ball rolling around the perimeter.
White grabs the rebound off the Kasubki miss. A quick trigger, and a knockdown for Jacari.
You got to crowd his space. You got to get out there with the hand. Alajiki's knocking that shot down.
Spent 2 years at Cal out of high school, last season at Rice. A welcomed addition back into the starting 5 as it rolls in for.
I just said, with just his development, I mean, him coming out of high school, he was not a Division I basketball player. He just wasn't. You know, he had to work on his body, he had to work on his speed, his work ethic, his strength. And to credit that kid, he consistently. And he is just a bucket. He is a playmaking dude that can just do it at a high clip. He knows how to put the round ball on the round rim at a high level.
White takes the freshman to the glass.
Turn the ball over. They're shooting at a high percentage, and they're getting a lot of baskets to go down.
Alajiki snuck in but couldn't finish. White pulls the trigger. Book it.
And compound one mistake by another by Jones.
White going baseline and wraps it in.
Okay. Miller does a good job of fighting over the top of it.
Alajiki lost it. Wasn't trying to kick that ball.
Good pass.
White in rhythm. Buries the three. And Oral Roberts hoping it will all come to fruition on the road tonight for the first time this season in Fargo. Inside of a minute. Money picked up by Josh Jones. On a bounce pass to Jacari White for 2.
It's good cut.
Will walk onto the old logo between Feddersen and Sutton. The ball is in the air, and North Dakota State wins. The Omaha settle into their familiar man-to-man defense as Brennan Watkins dribbles atop the key. Now swings it to Mason Miller, who's just gone over the 1,000-point mark in his 3 stops in his college career. Monet posts up on Sutton, got into the lane, kicks it out. White launches a 3, and he hits a 3. And that's kind of how they've been. Omaha 9-1 in the Summit for the first time ever in program history. This is the 14th year of Division I basketball, and a strong penetration off the dribble. Catch, shoot, 3, rolls off the rim, no, and Money saves it to Watkins. Watkins into the front court. Omaha's hit 9 threes in the first half. White drives to the basket, slams on the brakes, lost the defender, and then pushes it up off Saturday. Feddersen gets it into Watkins. It's North Dakota State with a long one they can tie. Omaha was up 13. Money thought about a three, puts it on the floor. Now hands it off to White, off the turn, got to the free throw line, steps back on the switch. Sutton's with him, 6 on the shot clock. White a three, and hits the front of the rim and drops by Feddersen. Mavs up 9, Bison have the ball, 13:20 to go in the game. White, top of the key, drives by Sutton, slams on the brakes on the left elbow, kicks it back out to Feddersen. Now to Money, who's now got 8. White, 3, good. Jacari, White, and Osborne on the floor for the Mavs. Watkins, White, Money, Miller, and Feddersen for the Bison, who have the basketball, attacking the basket to our right on the radio side. Money, who's got 8. Left of the lane, backs down Sutton. Backs him down. Contact, bumps off of him, spins, kicks it out to Watkins. 11 on the shot clock. Now Jacari White, top of the key, guarded by Glover. Crossover on the switch. Jacari White, jab step, 3 on the way, is good. Jacari White's got kicked it out to Markel Sutton. Sutton puts it on the floor, drives to the basket, big jump stop, and he had his pocket picked by Jacari White. Here comes White the other way from North Dakota State. Kicks it across right corner. Watkins catches it, almost fell out of bounds. Gives it back to Jacari White. 3 is good. And the Mav lead is 10. When the Mavs have needed a bucket today, they've gotten one. That's been the story during this 9-1 stretch to be atop the Summer League. Jacari White, floater in the lane, is good. Jacari White's way. And he finds the bottom of the cup, and the lead is 9. 4:46 to go. 69-60. Can Omaha get a stop? Miller stops right of the lane on the bounce to Jacari White, who's got 22. White with a left-handed dribble. Works against Sutton. Stops, starts, head down. Floater in the lane is good. Jacari
North Dakota State, you might have an opportunity to hit that three-point line and get something going toward the rim.
That's Jacari, a triple for St. Thomas in the early stages.
And that's a play a year ago Bjerke's not able to make, Alex. He came under control at the 2-foot jump stop and delivered that cross-court pass exquisitely.
Good ball movement by the Bison, finding Jacari White. That 3 rattles home. Here is Blue, the lefty from the corner. This one does not fall. Byrie almost punched that in from the backside. North Dakota State, though, in possession. Derek Dissett, by the way, fresh in the contest. The sophomore from Minot, the former Mr. Basketball in the state of North Dakota. Here is White, NDSU's second leading scorer, over to Miller. The quick kick to Dissett. White on the wing for 3.
Nice basketball by Dakota.
Second half action underway. That Kendall Blue 3, one of the rare misses from number 1. The junior started 4 for 4, leading St. Thomas in scoring in that first half with 11. 8 different Samis with the bucket in the opening 20. No surprise. Such great depth for St. Thomas this season as Jacari White.
Gotta keep the Suns humble, guys.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Rana.
Her son, Kendall, having a great afternoon. 15 points to lead the Tommies. The Bison cut this to a 14-point advantage, but a quick 8-0 run, a couple of forced turnovers by Nolan Minnesali. The difference Out of the timeout, Jacari White able to knock down. He's a tough kid though at 6'5". He's guarding Miller now. Javis Miller. Stefanowicz right back to Miller. Money. Nice. That was White on the back cut. Got the second tray of the game for Ben now. He's got 6. The lead right back to 20. White in the lane. 13th turnover for the Bison, a really inopportune one. They've had a couple of those live ball turnovers, Sean, that have come back to bite them. Jacari White will fire up the 3.
Bison 5, Jackson out there with Clough, who's trying to get the ball, and Money able to deny that and comes up with a turnover. Watkins into the corner. Extra pass to Jacari White. Step back from White. And the foul.
He's a tough kid. He can do little things at a high clip. You know, they lost Charlie easily last year, right? And he brought the toughness to this group. And that's what Kalen Gary brings to South Dakota State this year.
Bison just 3 of 12 from the field to start this game. 9-8 Fighting Hawks. Stefanowicz will leave it for Feddersen. This is Kasupki out. Kick and drive to Jacari White for a 3. Bison playing in this game, his dad Rob and his mom Jody. As Kasupki forces the turnover, and Stefanowicz is with it. White wants a 3. Got it! On Thursday in Grand Forks against South Dakota. I mean, he was getting to the basket whatever he wanted in that game. Hits them both to the line. The lead is 2. Panome with 4. Feddersen nearly lost it. He's got a size advantage here. Skip pass to Jacari White for the 3. Got it.
You really will, and you just have to be able to defend with your hands. You got to resist the urge to reach.
Good look in the back door. White corner 3. Got it. Not a lot of flow here, Greg, in the second half with the amount of fouls we've had.
Nope. Now you got North Dakota. They're kind of picking up early, trying to keep the ball out of Watkins' hands.
3.5 minutes gone in the second half. White stepped up, and the foul. Guys, jumping against one another. Stefanowicz back in, leaves it. Jacari White got loose.
Here in the Sanford Coyote Sports Center, and DSU 2-0 advantage. Pass into Brennan Watkins. He runs the point. He's wearing a mask of sorts across his face, probably some type of nose issue that he suffered at one point, a clear mask that runs across the top of his eyes and down across the lower part of the nose area. Here's Jacari White, right wing. He'll drive inside. White up strong through contact. Banks one in for Jacari White. 4 points already. South Dakota with the basketball. Isaac Bruns fires the 3. That's off of the back of the rim. Noah Feddersen the rebound for NDSU. And the Bison have the basketball. North Dakota State with the basketball and the advantage here on the scoreboard. 6-4. Pass left side. Jacari White open 3. Got it. Close out. And Caleb Stewart hits the 3-pointer. And it's 9-9. We're all square inside 16 minutes to play in the half. Jackson Money back to Watkins. Now Feddersen controls on the wing. They'll play catch around the perimeter. NDSU a very good three-point shooting team, but they get to the inside as Jacari White. 17-16. Under 13 minutes to go. Here's a scoop layup back the other way for Forte. Went wide to the right side. Jacari White got the rebound. NDSU with the basketball. Stefano White sends it around the perimeter. Now he controls again. Stefano White between the circles. Crossover dribble. Moves left. Nearly lost the dribble. Kicks it out. Jacari White. Up top to Jackson Money. Money hits the brakes to the free throw line. Feeds into a slicing Jacari White. And ND 19-18. South Dakota by 1. NDSU with the basketball. Counts full court pressure. They'll throw it back to Jacari White. White trying to move up the floor on the left side. Back over to the right side to Watkins, who sprints ahead. Slows down as he crosses the half-court stripe. 11.5 minutes to go, first half. Here's a bounce pass top of the point to Jackson Modi. Faked an entry pass looking for the cutting teammate. Instead went out to Jacari White on the right wing. He'll drive left. Spin move in the paint. Lost the defender. Floats one up and scores. What about 44-33 second quarter against UND. St. Thomas up 27-18 at Omaha. Coyotes with backcourt pressure here. NDSU trying to get ahead. 25 on the shot clock. Down to 24. Bounce pass to Feddersen. The other matchup in women's basketball. NDSU leading at Kansas City 29-16. Stefano White angles over to the right. Kicks it left side to Noah Feddersen. Spin move down to the baseline. Good recovery defensively by Ashton White. Got it off to Jacari White, who fires the three and hits. Coyotes defended well. Down to the corner, Forte. Floats it in the lane to Ashton Smith. He's blocked away by Feddersen. Bison have the basketball. Andy Stefano White works left of the lane. Back out Feddersen. Thought about the three. Kicks it off to Javis Miller. Now corner left to Noah Feddersen, 2:27 to play. Cross court to Jacari White, fires another three and hits. Jacari Bullock makes both free throws. 60-48, 15:24 to play second half. Jacari White inbounds to Stefanowicz. He'll work up the right side. Guarded by Shea Eberwine, now between the circles to Noah Feddersen. Flips the ball over to Javis Miller. Inside to Feddersen. Feddersen trying to back his way in on Boom. Back out Jacari White. Wide open for three, and he hits it. Hazel move left. Now throws it down to the baseline. Looking for Hill. It went off of the rim in the backboard. Rebounded by NDSU. Jacari White once more. He'll fire for three and got it.
Nobody. Scooped up by Jason Petty. Ibankali is short with that. And the rebound to Watkins. Good defensive set there from NDSU. Watkins feeds Jacari in the corner, knocks it down.
Basketball, it's going to be a long night, and NDSU's done a great job of it so far.
I know, talking to him on my show yesterday, I said, how excited were you scored 110? He goes, not nearly as disappointed as I was because we gave up 96 in the win at Oral Roberts.
And you got McBride that goes off for 44 points, which he can do that any given night. He's probably one of the most dynamic scorers in this league. But as a defensive coach, you don't love that.
Look at that move.
Moving his feet, playing with his hands outside of his body. Understand that, hey, if I do that, the offense is going to give me the ball, or I'm going to force them into a bad shot. But great job defensively by the Bison.
Moni leaves it for Jacari White. He'll launch a three. Got it. Petty. Left for Brown. Got around the screen. Jamar Brown short with that. He thought he was fouled. And the rebound to White. He's slow to get up. Jacari White goes right to the basket and scores.
Sutton with it in the corner, likely to get his 1,000th career points in this one. Just doinks it off the far part of the rim.
Excellent job by Moni just to sit down, keep Sutton in front of him, and then got up and contested that shot late.
Nice. Here comes Sutton, barreling through. Strite with another chance. Third try is not the charm. Here comes White back the other way.
Well, you can't question the effort of Strite. As I said, North Dakota State fans saw that for years.
Two old teammates going at it, and White gets the... Had stretches this season where he's just been unstoppable. You think about the first half against Butler, for example, 24 points. And now he's got a chance, and he banks it in!
Or behind Kendall Blue, misses the second, and White is there for the board.
That's another thing. If you're Johnny Tower, you just missed opportunities at the free throw line on a road game like this.
Lead is 3. Just underway in the second half. Jacari White knocks it down to the corner.
Yeah, that was an excellent pass by Minnesota. He literally set that help defender up with his eyes.
Jacari White scores! How about that?
Because we got guys that are coming in for you. Whether you're tired or not, you might as well spend yourself.
Jacari knocks them both down, 78-37. The largest lead of the game was a 48-point advantage as Jacari White glides and scores.
Well, such good record.
32, 22, 18, 25, and 25.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It absolutely is, and people go, well, how does he do it? Well, all over the floor. Look at the shot chart. Behind the arc, mid-range, at the rim.
Effortless.
Yes.
Here's a skip pass to Jacari White, and a chance at a 4-point. Nice for that. Up to Strickland. Floater in the lane, no, and White in there for the board.
Well, great job by Mooney to get back defensively and contest that shot.
Look
and
at
that
move!
Freshman has to be pleased without question. Oh, nice.
Patterson can't finish, though. Loose ball rebound to White.
Nice job by White, realizing he was kind of hemmed in the middle of the paint, kicks it back out.
Well, that was a heck of a move by Patterson there.
It really was. Yeah, everything but the finish.
White corner three.
Well, not a or 4 shots I've seen Mooney take in the last 4 or 5 games.
That 3 off the mark there. Look at Watkins hustle for that and comes up with a loose board.
A good heads-up play to come up with it, then advance it.
Oh, White for 3.
Williams knocked it down over the outstretched arm of Kasuki, so it wasn't poorly defended. You got to give Western Michigan credit. Sometimes they're going to knock down some difficult ones.
They're just happy one went in right now at this point.
Oh,
good
great
feed to White.
I wonder, kind of the maturity of this North Dakota State team. Are they going to come out and just keep their foot on the gas? And I think they are. I think they will. They're not going to be reckless, but they're going to continue to stay aggressive.
You can see the gauze is new to Brennan Watkins after that shot to the face. It just keeps adding up. The injuries there. Boy, that'll be quite the healing process here.
They absolutely do, and just the toughness level continues to add up for that young man. I just love watching him compete.
White in the corner. Got it! That one off to Cade Lefevre.
Yeah, you talk about the WIAC as they take a tough shot and miss everything at the end. It's often considered one of the better Division III leagues in the country, to be quite honest now.
Brennan Watkins leaves it. Feddersen into the corner for White with the bounce of the roll. Obviously with Mooney and Miller leading the way, or Mooney and White leading the way.
Yeah, they were big. I think they scored. Did Mooney and White score all but like 2 or 4 of the points in the first half?
The first half. There's Jacari White and
Watkins runs the floor for NDSU. Bit of a staggered start here. Just 1 field goal through the first 2 minutes for both teams combined. And there's Jacari.
Is able to step back and knock down the triple.
Mooney open for 3. Not much rotation on that ball. Loose and kicked out to Watkins. Another offensive rebound for North Dakota State. And Jacari White. Well, you wanted to see Pierre Brooks and Jamil Telfort get it going, Sheldon, and they've already scored each for Butler. They have all 7 of Butler's points.
Oh! Good ATO, Coach Mata. He's finding a way to get his best players the ball in scoring situations.
Butler, believe it or not, the only team in the Big East to return its 2 leading scorers from a season ago. Jacari White, I mean, he's throwing it all on made 3-pointers. This is Colby King off the mark, and the rebound pulled in by Watkins.
I would love to see the ball get into the paint that they scored on the previous possession with Telford.
Kick out, White, shot fake, step back for 3. He got another one. And that's not the first time that North Dakota State has had some second chance opportunities. Here's Mason Miller, number 12 in green, played college basketball in this state earlier in his career at Indiana State. 6 to shoot. White's got it. You got to think this is going up from White's hand.
Oh, this man's just hot. And get clean looks.
True freshman Andy Stefanowicz is on the floor for North Dakota State, number 5. This is White. Feddersen for Mooney.
Keeping everyone in front. Right now, Butler's switches 1 through 5.
White beats McCaffrey to the cups. Jeep halftime report. Mike Hill, Casey Jacobson with a look at the upcoming men's college basketball games later this week on Fox, including a big one on Friday. Indiana and Nebraska. Seton Hall and Rutgers in a Big East Big Ten tilt. Lots of great college hoops coming your way this week. Butler has its hands full. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. This is Jacari White with 19 points to lead the Bison. Telford giving him a hard time, but White. 39.5 ticks to go. First half, Hinkle Fieldhouse. Ten on the shot clock. White, 4-3. Air Brooks, nice inside.
Being physical, uses his big frame, big body to create contact, get to the basket, and I expect the pace to pick up a lot more. It's starting to become more of a possession game when you're down 20.
Brooks, the first Bulldog into double figures, and Jacari White.
And settling into what the expectations are that have been set for them.
And we are underway on this Saturday night. Glad you're joining us on WDAY Extra. Northern Colorado in the Navy jerseys. North Dakota State in the white. Jackson Money, Mason Miller, Noah Federson, Jacari White, and Brennan Watkins, your starters. And there's a three to start, and a good one from Jacari.
Colorado, these guys for the most part are very experienced. A lot of juniors and seniors in their top 9 guys.
That three from McCrary off the mark. They're 0 for 3 to start from three-point range. Miller, season opening. White, another three. Another one good.
Back cut action. Just a little drop pass inside. Post player with a nice finish for Humer.
Decker's giving him a little jump here as White drives and the foul.
Three-point line a little bit, but don't bail him out.
That three off the mark there from block, rebound. Watkins, we've played just over 3 minutes here in the second half. White leans in and scores.
One but couldn't draw rim.
Well, he shot it very well down in Arizona from the three-point line. Before that, he had really struggled, only 2 for his previous 14.
And Money goes back toward a Jacari White who lays it in. And they're going to go down low here in the post, and he puts that one up. Floater will not go for Vucinic.
Vucinic is a nice transfer from Portland, fits in really well. 2 double-figure games so far for the Wildcats.
Jacari White, nice spin move, and the rebound to Miller.
Miller, their leading scorer off the bench, coming off a heck of a game. Where he had his season high 15 points.
And Jacari White.
Vucinic back in for him. He really struggled getting down the floor that time.
Yeah, stolen away by Federson there too. Here comes Kasubki. Now Stefanowicz. The kick out to White. Good look for 3, and he nails that one.
Great. And Martiainen now with 15 to lead the Wildcats. Only 2 away from his season high. The Wildcats now in this 1-3-1 zone that they finished the half in, that they turned the Bison over.
White 3, he nails it.
And nice feed to Grady. Little penetration dish.
Wow, what a great play there from Wells to have the body control and the mindfulness. Goes up, sees a backdoor cut, plays it, easy reverse layup.
So Utah Valley hanging in. Go ahead.
Also, Griff, just what I'm really liking, North Dakota State is rotating their players.
Yeah.
Every couple minutes there is a new substitution. They're keeping fresh legs, and it's what you need with 3 games in 3 days. Nice move. And like you said, that could also be trying to get them in fatigue. It's tough. We talked about it. This depth for the Bison is huge. It's been so great already through this first half. Imagine when we get into the second leg.
Absolutely. Nice drive there, Jacari.
That's all they're doing. NDSU just keeps on doing that. I'm going to keep you an arm length away. You're not going to threaten. We're going to keep the lead.
Back to that zone trap for Utah Valley. That's worked well. Nice give and go back to Jacari White in rhythm. For his
road. This team is going to be on the road so much.
Yeah.
They're 10 of 14 games conference schedule on the road.
Unbelievable.
They are going to be seasoned in other environments, which I think is going to help them down the stretch.
Ready for the WAC road schedule for sure. Jacari White finds Miller, who didn't take the 3 as they run clock. Money. Boy, the extra pass. Jacari White. Beautiful offense. Over 18. Still scoreless for the Bison.
His three a little bit off to the right. Miller crashes the offensive glass. Second chance coming here for the Bison. Pretty crossover. White lays it in.
Hey, look. If you
Williams tried an attack and couldn't quite finish. Watkins tried to take the charge, didn't get the call, but didn't matter anyways.
Yeah, and Lave there, he really caused more interference. They got or thought they would get the offensive rebound. Hanging around within 10.
Bison for the second straight day trying to put away a double-digit lead here in the second half. White on the drive, got some space, flipped it in. The Bison's first 6 contests. He's got 2 already tonight as Allensbach doesn't get the offhand floater to go. Excellent offensive start for NDSU on the road. 5 for their first 9 have gone down. 4 of those have been beyond the arc. And they've got another open man. White cans another triple.
Turn around and get that block.
Blocks were the story of the early game. West Georgia had 7 of them against Utah Valley. 7 the deficit right now for North Dakota State until that 3 from Jacari White. So far that's turned out to be the case. See Luke Kasubki and what he's done so far tonight. He and Jacari White have scored 23 of NDSU's first 34 this evening.
And they happen to be 7 of those 8 threes. 7 of 8 from the three-point line just between those 2.
Make it 8.
They do have to get more stops in the second half.
Out of the break, the first look for Mone goes wanting, but flip back up and in. There is come the Bison again. They can tie it up right here. This 3 is just off from Watkins, but it's tapped back out. Second opportunity for North Dakota State. White ties the game. First free throw rattles in and out.
Brownell is Sanford's leading scorer early in this season, 16 points per game. Seems like he's having a little bit of a quiet night out there, but still has 8 points, 4 for 7 from the field. But hadn't knocked down a 3. He's been very good from 3 so far this season.
It's been Sanford's leading three-point shooter, but nothing beyond the arc so far tonight. Behind the arc has been the domain of the Bison, especially in this second half. White for the right corner, hits again. 6. So the Bison with a bit more time to work with now. They try to extend their 10-point lead. Mone out front. Lost his dribble. Only get it back out to Jacari White, who turns the corner and throws it down. Time. Bison break the press this time. White gets it across. Mason Miller thought about the 3, thought better of it. Can the Bison get a better look than that? Mone lost his dribble, looking for help. White against Josh Holloway. Spins him away. White falling away, scores. What a finish from Jacari. Holloway's second, no good as well. So North Dakota State gets a stop. It's a 3-possession game. Bison need to get to work quickly. Jacari White crossing over, almost lost it. Got it up and put it in. Jacari.
Anderson puts it on the deck. Tough shot. Couldn't get that to go. Miller somehow the offensive board. White with a 3 is good.
Well, Key, the only guy still in from the last 5 that played. So they've got their starters in plus Kazuke. Nice defense by Mayo on Jacari White.
Very good defense. He sat down, was sound on defense, and kept him in front of him the whole time. Now that, on the other hand, that's just
switching every time there's a pick involving White. Oh, 3 straight offensive boards, and White finally to get it done on the inside. They're getting it done on the inside so far. 4 on the shot clock. Step back, nice shot by Jacari. A guy 6 foot guarding him. You have to exploit that.
And good for them to see that and acknowledge that and get him the ball.
You bet. And Tyree on fire right now behind the arc. And the Broncos doing it on both ends offensively, whether that be fast break, half-court offense, getting good looks and knocking it down.
And after a cold as ice start for Santa Clara, they've made 4 of their last 4 shots. Feddersen will go in against Tongue. Feddersen backing him down. Bounce pass into traffic. Jacari White cutting to the rim. Good feed. Staff. Ball into traffic. Off the window. Underhand. Missed. Rebound. Putback is missed by Cameron Tongue.
And credit NDSU for getting back. Looked like the Broncos had a 3-on-1 layup.
Kasubke. Feddersen. Santa Clara's done a great job of Jacari White, who came in averaging just over 24 points per game, but right on cue, he knocks down a 3. Getting him to the basket. Cross court, top side, Tyree for 3. Big rebound on the miss from Jeremiah Burke. Money, there's the isolation again, but he's pushed out a little bit farther now. Jacari White splitting the defenders right to the basket, turning on the...
And going through a full season, and really Santa Clara has built a non-conference schedule that is competitive, but also allows them to use their full roster. And I think that's why Coach Sendek feels so good about this group, is you're not relying on just 5 or 6 guys. You have a full group that can match. He was looking for a block.
Pull up 3 from Tyree Bryan. Twice on the iron, tipped and missed. Rebounded by Watkins. Chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. Jacari White. Elijah Mahi, he just made 2. And really the Broncos have been kept off the scoreboard. Correction, off from scoring from the field as White buries a 3 and a timeout. Puts the Broncos back on top.
And just doing it in a variety of ways. Via post up, off the bounce, making it look good.
Jacari White.
So again, full court press by the Roadrunners. They get it to Feddersen. He's going to bring it over to Jacari White. White again has been incredibly hot in the first 2 games for the Bison. There he is attacking the rim and the kick out to Feddersen. This team shot 67 threes in their first 2 games. 39 of them in their last outing. As White gets in tight, puts it up and in.
Wow.
Side instead of the right side, the wing shot. He loves it.
Free throw line extended right here. That's his real estate.
10-7 runners. White launches 1. That's good. And that's Corey Stevenson.
What an athlete.
Knocking down about a 12-footer. He just rises up.
Took a big shove on the shoulder. Didn't even bother him. Stop, pop, boom. What a shot.
Brendan Watkins and Jackson Money getting ready to come back in. 2 of the starters for the Bison.
Look out.
Inside to Jacari White, the back door. White. And Jamel gets both of them. Lead is back to 6.
Talked about those guys. The runners going 5 out of 6 right in the tough stretch of the second half up at Cal, and they believe that game was winnable, and they're right in this one. They've got to just figure out how to stop this backdoor business.
And another backdoor right there to White, who's working his way, and somehow, some way, got it as the leading scorer in the game. It's back to a 10-point game, and the runners again showing some backcourt pressure. Try to create a turnover or 2. And that's a good reason to have Ponowitz into the game, because young man has got good handles.
Yeah, it's a really nice cut by Feddersen, but Tom Mark glued him. Great job there. Look out.
White. He gets the bucket. 2-possession game. Get a stop here, they got to start fouling you. Crucial possession for the Bison, then for the Roadrunners. Corey White's going to take it into his own hands, and boy,
wow,
what a...
Birds up by 3, 9:08 remaining here in the first half. Glad you're joining us on this Thursday night on WDAY Extra. Missouri Valley of the Summit League going head-to-head here tonight. It's the back end of a home-and-home. Miller picked up his dribble.
This is where North Dakota State. Miller got into the paint a little bit. Can NDSU create a draw the second defender situation?
White with the shot clock.
You talked about in his 3rd year, still has a losing record, but is this the type of team you talked about, a top 5 pick team preseason? and we'll see if they can live up to those expectations.
Last year, of course, Indiana State was the story of the Mo Valley and then got beat by Drake in the Mo Valley championship game as White hits the three.
Keeping himself in legal guarding position. Good defense, just better offense.
Jacari White trying to muscle himself down low and score. How about that? That was all Jacari. Back to 6. Walker, the big man with a three. Can't connect. Rebound to Burke.
Well, if you're NDSU, you'll settle for the Walker
Absolutely.
three.
Jacari with a three. Yes! And the foul! 11:49 to go in the game. See if the Bison can use the momentum there from the half-court eve. Stefanowicz back into the game, along with Jacari White and Luke Kasuki.
You can see there's kind of a concerted effort to put the ball on the deck, get it into the paint.
White will try another three. He could have been fouled again. He's gone up and thrown a couple dunks down.
You see that switching matchup defense by the Redbirds. Difficult for NDSU to crack the code on that at times.
Step back three. White for the lead. Under 7 minutes to go. White off the glass, good.
I really used Bozer posting up as a ball screen and was able to get to the left side of the basket and finish with his left.
Pence has 12. Redbirds back up by 4. Jacari White and the foul. The ball right now.
Mason
White stuck his hand in there and gets the steal. The step through and the finish.
That's Jacari White. Yeah, absolutely. It's just different guys stepping up at different times for this Redbirds team. Now you get a little smaller lineup, so they're going to switch 1 through 5.
It's a 9-0 run for Illinois State as Jacari White knocks down another shot. Feddersen picked up his dribble, leaves it. Jacari White with a three, short. Miller another tapped out rebound. Greg gives it back to Jacari White.
Exactly, he's got a nose for it. White finishes in traffic.
With early 4. Hook shot, too strong there. Burke fights for the rebound. Jacari White with a three, finally. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Walters with another three. Can't connect there, and White in there for the board. Leaves for Stefanowicz. Miller feeds that to Feddersen. White with a three. Got it.
I like himself up for an open look behind the arc.
First time today, see the Bison in rhythm as Feddersen with a steal. Leaves it for Jacari White.
Credit, like you said, Eric Henderson. That's a quality win against McNeese.
Let's go over to Sam.
Yeah, that last time out for Dave Richmond was much different than the ones earlier this half. The message there was see what happens when you change your body language. So he's hoping for a change in body language the rest of the way. He was happy with the urgency over the last couple of minutes as well.
Yeah, Sam, that's a great point. I mean, there's no reason not to play with a high energy level.
Another three.
Intensity and execution level.
Miller tried to make his 4th three of the night. Clanked that one. Jacari White will try one. Got it. It's not reality anymore.
You're right. You got to do it 12 months at a time. And so, nice job.
Well, that's a heck of a tip there. Rebound to Bath. He spins. Too strong there. Loose ball to Jacari White. He'll take it in the corner. Got it.